Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. It's another gloomy Saturday here. But it is Festivus, so happy Festivus to everyone for the rest of us. Got a call yesterday afternoon. People had bought a house, bought a whole bunch of new locks for a specific finish. Nice rose. From a big box store. But they didn't have the option to have them all keyed the same. So they took it to they ordered it online, got it at home, took it to the big box store locally, who said, yeah, we can rekey those for you. Took them in, they said, oh no, we can't rekey those for you. So it's not an SC1, it's not a KW1. It's actually, let me spin around here in a second. So the guy dropped them off last night. It's, obviously December 22nd yesterday. So he's out doing his last minute Christmas shopping, what have you. So I'm going to get these rekeyed. And I actually have to go to the town he lives in, so I'm going to see if we can meet and I can just drop them off to him. But I wanted to show you these because I have not ran into them before. It's a Toledo Fine Locks. There's a blank. It's actually what I believe. I haven't got a copy yet, but oof, crappy camera work. Looks like it's a Y1. Yep. So I gotta remember which key, because I did a couple last night, then the boss called and said, get your butt home. You got presents to wrap, so that is not the right key. That is the right key. Okay, so all the rekeying, I may do some time lapse on that. Because I also had, it was a busy night last night. This actually came in. Dun dun dun. It was actually purchased at one of the local thrift stores, reclaim stores, whatever they're called. No keys. Shocker. They bought the set for I think $3. They wanted them rekeyed. So actually working on that. It's not a time sensitive thing. And I'm not a huge fan of the smart key. But this guy called and was able to swing by and drop the locks off. So, so let me see if that is not going to work. I can't see where it is on the camera. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do the old. Curtis, I'm not a big fan of duplicating keys. But in this circumstance, I'm okay with it. No, my little card's not here. Okay. See if we can get it approximately correct. Yep. Check the shoulder, you idiot. Yeah. Well, I've got them tip stop, so let's, see how this goes. this machine. It just doesn't feel right. Alright, let me get this flipped up here. So, I found out the problem. It is a Y1 blank. The thing is, I did not follow best practices and dump all these off to the side. So I was copying the wrong key. So here's the right one. Y1. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do time lapse on here and get these and those and this keyed. So let me put this here. Let me make sure. See if there's. Oh, that actually might. Oh. Oh, okay. Might actually be a good angle. And yes, I work in chaos. I go with the two principles of working. I do the Thomas Edison method of figuring something out, and the Einstein theory of an empty desk. So let me figure out time lapse. Or can I? Yep, all those keys I just threw away, I actually need one of them to unlock this. So I'm in no mood to pick right now. Except maybe a fight. Winner, winner. Alright. That fun. Now let's see what. Well, this one volunteered. Let's see what the fun of taking these apart is gonna be. Because it's just been that kind of day. Then again, every day is that kind of day. Where are you? There you are. Get my Carolina roller. Let's find you. Come on, give it up. Oh, for Pete's sake. Just hose it down with some Houdini. My, where the... It's right in front of you. Ah, yes. One of these. It's very interesting. Some of these will pop off and some of them won't. Classic. Oh, it's like taking the top off.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Gang. So it's a little bit different ending of a video, but it's probably going to become more common. Going through my backlog of videos I have, I've realized that in a lot of clips, or in a lot of sessions I've recorded, the end is not there. And I've noticed this on several of the series that I've videoed. A lot of it is me and GoPros hate each other. I don't know. I know in one of these that I filmed, the GoPro overheated and shut down, even though it was sitting in my climate-controlled workshop. So I figured that out. If any of you guys are using a different camera than GoPro, I know I watch South Main Auto with Rekey. One, he does a great analytical step-by-step troubleshooting process that I enjoy. But he has a camera where he can zoom in and zoom out. So that may be something I put on the bucket list for YouTubing. I just went with GoPro because that's what everyone had, and Costco had it on sale. But with the technical part's not over. I'm also learning new software. For years, I used Camtasia for my recording like this and for video editing. The version I have is 2019, which, yes, despite Hack the Planet, I did pay for, but it doesn't use my graphics card for the rendering, so it takes an insanely long amount of time to render my sliced and cut, and you get it, pieces together. Supposedly fixed in the current 2023 edition, but I don't want to pay the additional $150, $200 to upgrade. So I'm trying out open source or free software. This right here, I'm actually recording with OBS Studio for slicing and everything, and doing the final YouTube video. I'm using DaVinci Resolve. So a lot of learning on that front going on to try and make the process of putting a video together easier, take less time. I want to try to get at least one video a week out, and with the backlog of recordings I have, that should keep me good for a while, because I'm also recording daily in the shop and then putting stuff together, and the queue just keeps growing and growing, like I said. But with the technical stuff all aside, with those handles, with those proprietary cores, with the crimped on tailpiece, popping the cap and repinning them that way is what's worked for me for the last several years that I've been doing this. I know it's probably not the correct way. I don't always have new caps on hand. Sometimes the caps I have on hand are not the right ones for that particular core. And I do struggle when I'm on like CLK Supplies or UHS Hardware or some of the other vendors that I buy from, in the specific terms I need to put in to find the actual caps. But this process has worked. I've done this several times over the last few years, and I've never had anyone call me back because it failed. I gently pry them off, take the springs out, take the top pins out. I hate those T-pins, those two-piece top pins. That they are a pain in the ass for me to get back together in these type of cores. So I normally do replace those with a standard top pin. But then take the bottom pins out, put the correct bottom pins in, put the top pins back in, springs, gently as I can crimp that cap back together, and then use my special vice grips to pop that cap back on. This was done obviously back in Christmas, so this is now 3 months old. No complaints from the owners. This was actually the first Y1 keyway brought into my shop. I've done a few out in the wild. But identifying keyways just by sight, I'm still not there. So sometimes I do have to either look at the ILCO book, try to match it up, or just go with the common keys and start trying. But then I made the mistake in this video of each of those lock containers had a set of keys. So there's a whole handful of them, and I'd already repinned a couple to one key, but then I had the pile of keys sitting right there. So when I went to cut that Y1, grabbed the wrong set, and it took me a few minutes to figure out, oh, you copied the wrong one. Well, I wasn't going to go back and rekey the ones I've already done. So just cut another key, throw the crap one in the brass bucket, and go on with your day. But if anyone out there has the correct procedure, the correct parts, the correct method for doing these type of cores, please let me know. Put it in the comments. Put everything in the comments. I'm starting to get a lot of good feedback from everyone, and it's what you want to do, or what I want to do with this community is, one, it's a learning process for me, and I believe no matter what field you're in, you should always be learning, because once you feel like you don't need to learn anymore, that means you know everything, and I will never know everything about anything. Even getting my first computer in 1982, a Commodore 64, I've continually, damn it, cat, I've continually learned, and to this day still continue to learn IT stuff, computer stuff. When I'm interested in something and I want to be better at it, I'm going to constantly learn. So I don't take, you're doing this wrong, that's the wrong way, any of that. I don't take that as negative comments. I take that as helping me learn more. And if my bumbling mistakes in these videos can get someone to tell me the right way and put it in the comments, or shoot me an email and tell me the right way, then I can bring that back to the channel and share my lessons learned. But with that, I'm going to quit rambling on, because you guys know I have a tendency to do that. Close this out, and please comment. Let's help each other, help the community, help those people who are thinking about getting into this, or who are still kind of in the toddler stage like I am, or maybe the infancy stage of being a locksmith. Keep sharing the information and just make everyone better, because trades are hurting left and right. The knowledge is starting to die off as the people who have been doing this forever retire or move on, and people like myself are just self-taught. I don't have anybody around here I can apprentice with, and at almost 50 years old, I'm probably too stubborn to be an apprentice. I don't know. But keep the communication open, keep the comments coming, and appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Catch you next time.